Всем привет! Сегодня продолжим, поиграем пару часиков в GreedFall. Сейчас я включу чатик и пойдем. Так. Там к нам приехала баба какая-то. Она как бы в невесты к нашему кузену просится. Но она конченая, поэтому мы ей помешаем.
Your Excellency, I'm very sorry, but I can't let you in. For safety reasons, people from Tileme are not tolerated at the palace. Do you understand?
Yes, of course. I'm so dangerous that I could attack the palace all by myself.
И... Не понял.
Your Excellency, I'm very... For safety reasons, people from Tileme are not tolerated at the...
А, Петроса нельзя с собой брать. Опущенный. Соображением, блядь, безопасности.
Green blood, my friend. Do you need some? I must leave you.
Да, пойдешь вместо Петроса. Или тебя. Вот откуда. Бонус дружбы, ремесло. То есть я сейчас, допустим, взял его, и у меня что-то отлетело, да? Сука. Ясно. Он мне бонус дружбы. Ой, этот не давал. Переговоров. Бля, ну, надеюсь, нам не нужно будет переговаривать с кем-нибудь там.
Your Excellency, Her Highness... Her Highness, Aurelia de Vespe of the Merchant Congregation has sent me to convey her regards. She would like to assure you of her deepest respect and her unwavering support as an ally with any troubles you may encounter. She also wishes to forewarn you that the person who until now presented himself as the congregation's legate may soon lose his position. Indeed, he is believed to have lied about his lineage, and doubt has now been cast upon his titles of nobility. It is also rumored that he is engaged in questionable dealings involving the guilds and the natives. We sincerely hope that, until this situation has been clarified, you will treat him
Хуя
with the
крыса.
utmost suspicion. Naturally, if these allegations prove to be true, A new legate will be appointed by Her Highness immediately.
This situation is regrettable, but hardly surprising. I cannot deny that our dealings with the legate have often been wrought with a lack of elementary diplomacy. And what you are telling me merely confirms my suspicions. But look, here he is. Sir, in light of what I've just heard, you are not welcome here.
Конченый?
At the very least, until these allegations are confirmed.
We were thrown out like trash. I can't believe that Viper's claptrap got us into this mess. How will we discover where those documents are now?
The governor must be a fool to believe the lies of such a name matter. But don't worry, we'll find the documents you seek.
Кого? Кого? Ты ничего не понял? Кого, блядь? Кого, блядь? Что? Постовой альянс, вы ебанутые?
Your Excellency, for safety.
Yes.
Пошел нахуй. Блядь, что там в записке еще раз? Я знаю, что где ваши враги, где мы там должны встретиться, блядь. Ладно, хер с ним.
Hello. Are you the guard who left me a message?
Greetings, Your Excellency. Yes, it was me. I thought you should be warned when I saw...
This is indeed interesting information.
The delegation leader is always at the tavern. He drinks heavily. His men wander around...
Thank you. I imagine you're...
No, Your Excellency, keep your money. I'll consider myself... My old battalion was almost completely lost to those Vipers. So I don't know what you wish to do to them.
Нихуя. Ну, они такие крысиные, да, их даже никто не любит. Их Их так такие, знаешь, дурачки местные, блядь, уважают и все.
Hello. I wonder if we might have a word.
Desade. The Dorsey family's henchman. I knew it. I knew I would meet my end by accepting this mission.
Since you know who I am, you must know why I'm here.
Yes. The document chest. But don't think you can scare me into giving it to you. I've been scared to death since I got to this since I got to this island. But I will not betray them.
Да?
Come. We never wished you harm. We only want to recover some files. They do concern us, after all. Tell us where they are. A huge weight will be lifted off your shoulders.
That's true. Does it even matter? I don't have the chest anymore. I
У
gave it to a group of
инквизиторов.
inquisitors who don't like you very much. Those fools are so furious that they'd rather die than give you the chest. And Saint Matthias is with them. So, they're hiding out in one of the warehouses around the port. If you really want to confront them, it's your own choice. But you should say a prayer first.
Легчайшая шкатулка. Проверяй. Какие же крысы, блядь. Спрятались за дверьми, которые нельзя открыть. Да зачем ты к ним лезешь? Тебе ничего не сделали.
So you found us. But don't rejoice too soon. You will not leave this warehouse alive.
Come. I'm sure we can work this out. I only want the Devesp chest.
Don't count on it. Because of you, our order has been driven off this island and the governor treats us like criminals.
We shall avenge our brothers and our order.
Пососите. Обоссанные. Изи. Легчайшие. Просто. Шкатулку, блядь, сюда. Блядь, это я еще не все забрал. Наверху ничего открыть нельзя. Должна быть, нет? Да, я вижу. Это бочка. Ладно, плохо. Тоже сойдет. Десарда родился в 1210 году от основания Сирены. Перед прибытием в Сирену был назначен на должность посланца Содружества, выступает доверенным лицом наместника Константина Арсея, исполняет поручения дипломатического характера. По нашим сведениям, весьма талантлив, но слишком привязан к своему кузену, поэтому сотрудничать не станет. Требуется либо избавиться от него, либо оказать давление. Последнее будет несложно. Эмиссар, скорее всего, рожден вне брака. Мальчик представили при дворе осенью там года, но у нас есть документ, свидетельствующий о том, что его отец, генерал Марк Десарде, за год до рождения ребенка отправился в поход, из которого так и не вернулся. Следовательно, княгиня Ливи де Сарде произвела на свет бастарда. Нихуя себе. Кто такие? Так, пацаны, мы еще не знакомы, но вы кто? Кто вы? Ну все, компромат у нас, да, получается? Ну, теперь они это... Дебаться не смогут? Или в том городе свой компромат, его тоже как бы надо там пообщаться с кем-нибудь. Так. Так, все, извините, отвлекся. Идти, продолжаем. Тут никакой записки, ничего нет. У нас есть один компромат, но это, я так понимаю, компромат. Для сейчас они опять доебутся, дед скажет меняй. Законом.
Greenblood, my friend. Do you need...
Ну, хоть ты со мной разговариваешь, я хотел тебя в пати взять.
Your Excellency, she would like... She also wishes... Indeed, it is all we since naturally, if the...
This situation, what you are telling, but look, here he is. Sir, in light...
We were thrown out like trash. I can't believe that Viper's claptrap got us into this mess. How will we discover where those documents are now?
The governor must be a fool to believe the lies of such a name matter. But don't worry, we'll find the documents you seek. We just have to hide here and follow her.
С одной стороны, вот кого вообще ебать должно? Ну, хорошо, там непрямой наследник, бастард, да, еще что-то там. Человека должен судить по делам, блядь, а не потому, от кого, блядь, он родился. Я их жопы спас уже не один раз. Ну, с кем-то она там идет базарить.
Here come the Devesp ambassador and her henchmen.
We should hide and listen to what they say. We may glean some interesting information.
Ambassador? Did your meeting with the governor go well?
The meeting went very well. The governor was so incensed by what I told him that when the legate arrived unannounced, he was immediately thrown out. It seems that our representative on the island has not found favor with the other governors. It was about time our mistress intervened. However, the legate's presence is problematic. I did not expect him here so soon. Special care must be taken to better hide our documents. If they search the old farm under the cliff, he or his comrades could well find them. Tomorrow morning, we must move them to a safer hiding place. In the meantime, we must rest.
As you command, Ambassador.
Гениально. Она вот просто мастер.
Damn it! It was a trap.
А, ладно, она не такая тупая, как это. Нихуя вас тут. Здорово, пацаны. Передаю привет, блять, всем.
There are some documents, but it's not the evidence Aurelia spoke of. These documents speak of you. It appears that the Devesp sought out information on each of you, hoping to influence you or to drive a wedge between us.
Could you read it to me? Oh, I would like to know what a bunch of renegades they may have found out about me.
This is just further proof of their deceit, and the so-called evidence got away again. Let's search these men. We may find something useful.
Сведения об Альфе из Мостового Альянса. Альфа родилась в Олимпе в 182 году по основанию Альянса. Предки Альфы были известными астрономами, но она выбрала собственный путь и занялась естествознанием. Обучаясь у доктора Асилии, знаменитого исследователями из Аль-Сада, прибыла на остров с группой других ученых, чтобы помогать в исследовании. Некоторое время назад оказалось от сотрудничества с учителем предположительно из-за расхождения во взглядах на науку. Есть сведения, что доктор Асили ставила на людях опыты, которые в том числе приводили к их смерти. Поскольку его ученица помогала ему, шантажировать ее будет несложно. Епископ Петрус. По данным архива Телемы, родился в 763 году. Посол Телемы на Тир-Фраде сопровождает в поездке... он тут тоже посол, да? Сопровождает в поездке эмиссара де Сарда. Родился в Телеме в семье набожных граждан. Еще в юности стал проповедником и быстро дослужился до высоких чинов. В возрасте 33 лет получил должность посла Телемы в Сирене и несколько лет прослужил на этой должности. Признанный дипломат, желает стать предстоятелем. По непроверенным сведениям, Петрос часто посещает увеселительные заведения. Против него можно использовать его же честолюбие и пристрастие к развлечениям. Если он действительно жаждет получить сан предстоятеля, мы можем переманить его на свою сторону, пообещав помощь. Васка родился предположительно в 1312 году. Один из дарованных морю, чьи родители принадлежали к аристократическому роду и проживали в Сирене. Их фамилия выяснить не удалось. Лошары. Васко дослужился до звания капитана, какое-то время командовал собственным кораблем, по прибытию на Тир-Фраде был лишен звания и по приказу адмирала представлен комиссару де Сарда, вероятнее всего в шпионских целях. По сообщениям источников, пребывает в подавленном настроении из-за мыслей об утраченных радостях аристократической жизни. Переманить его на нашу сторону не составит труда, достаточно дать ему какой-нибудь титул в Пирене и небольшое жалование. Он может стать для нас важным источником сведений не только о тех, за кем шпионил, но и о новатах. Да-да, пацаны. Дважды, блять. Курт и Сиора. Капитан монетной стражи. Бывший наставник и телохранитель наместника Константина и эмиссар де Сарда. Родители Курта также служили в страже, но на воспитание отдали его проститутке, а на обучение к человеку по имени Герман, одному из самых одаренных и одновременно самых жестоких офицеров стражи. Невзирая на тяготы, Курт хранил верность гильдии. Верен наместнику и эмиссару настолько, что донес на генерала стражи, попытавшего поднять мятеж. Вероятно, не подкупен. Тем не менее, разведчики отмечают большую заботу Курта о юных новобратцах. Велика вероятность, что в случае похищения или же предъявления компрометирующих сведений об одном из них, Курт согласится служить нам. Дважды. Сиора. Найти архивные записки касательно даты рождения этой женщины не удалось. Однако по сообщениям наших информаторов ей 22 года. В самом соку. Из чего следует, что родилась она в 1315 году. Дочь местной воительницы, погибшей в бою с силами мостового альянса, сопровождает эмиссара де Сарда в поездках. По некоторым сведениям, владеет некой местной магией. Эта дикарка может стать ценным союзником, если удастся переманить ее на нашу сторону. Она помогла бы нам не только оказать необходимое давление на Арсеев, но и наладить отношения с местными племенами. Следует использовать ее ненависть к Альянсу, а также обиду на эмиссара, не предотвратившего бой, в котором погибла мать дикарки. Да? Ну, с такими сведениями вы только нахуй можете пойти. Опа, записка госпоже Лавезен. Прошу вас не хранить бумаги на ферме, поскольку это небезопасно. Спрячьте их неподалеку, под сухим пнем около утеса. Передайте этому тупице Валенесу, что шкатулку нужно спрятать подальше от любопытных глаз Десарда. И скажите, он должен отнести ее наместнику Химкета сейчас же, если с вами что-нибудь случится. При дворе распускайте как можно больше слухов, но документы пока придержите. Мы хотим не задушить жертву, а только лишь показать ей, кто находится на вершине пищевой цепи.
The chest was given to a merchant in town who deals with the Devesp. He was ordered to hand it to the governor if something happens to the delegation.
That Aurelia is clever if nothing else. We must get that chest from the merchant before he learns of their death.
Come closer. Come closer.
Come closer, come closer. Петрус, дружище. Пошли. Мне нужен его талант убеждения, чтобы убедить нашего нового друга отдать эти документы бесплатно.
Hello, are you Valens?
Indeed. What can I do for your lordship? Are you looking for tools for your workers? I have a large range of tools. Everything you need for mining or timber harvesting.
I have no interest in your goods. I've been sent by Her Highness, Aurelia Devesp. She asked me to recover a chest you have in your keeping.
Of course, of course. It's stuffed between my goods in the street just behind us. I hope you tell your mistress that I obeyed her orders.
Do not worry. She will be told.
Гений. Константин Арсей, младший сын князя Клода Арсея и его второй жены, княгини Джулии Арсей. Недавно назначен наместником на Тир-Фрадель. Официальным наследником князя стал после смерти сводного старшего брата. Причина смерти указана ниже. Джулия Арсей наняла наших людей, чтобы избавиться от пасынка. Эта женщина действует в лучших традициях семьи Девеспе. Тем не менее, по ее вине оказался под вопросом и законность рождения Константина, и его претензии на трон и владение отца. Поведение княгини заставляет сомневаться в том, что Константин действительно был рожден ею от князя. Да? Письмо от Джулии Арсей. Господа, к настоящему письму прилагаю условную плату. Помните, никто не должен заподозрить, что вы причастны к смерти Лорана. Наследство должен получить мой сын, Джулия Арсей. Интересно. Семейка-то крысиная у нас получается тоже. А Константина-то нет. А кому мы идем общаться? К леди Маранж?
It's not the first time I've noticed these papers you stick on the walls. But these are new. They weren't here last time.
Let's take a closer look. It could be good news. That would be a nice change.
Кого? Какие бумаги она и где видела? У меня горит на стена. Блять. Антиправительственная листовка. Наместник Арсей и убийцы Десарды, незаконно рожденные, они силой захватили власть над нашим городом, построенным милостивой и справедливой господой Маранж. Их дворянские титулы получены обманом, на руках кровь невинных. Лишь снисходительность князя позволила им прийти к власти. Жители Новой Сирены, восстаньте против узурпаторов, потребуйте новых законных правителей.
What is this nonsense? Another DeVesp trick. I'll truly stop at nothing. These posters could cause a full-scale riot. We must stop them from spreading around town.
These people are angry. They must have read the papers we saw.
That's a DeVesp move if I ever saw one. We should ask the passers-by. They may have seen who's responsible for these ghastly posters.
This is incredible! Who would have thought that our governor and the legate were involved in...
Greetings, madam. Did you happen to see
Oh, you are the famous legate these posters speak of. You would... Anyway, if you want revenge against the woman who stuck the guards caught her in the act, and when they saw what was written on the posters, they took her to the barracks. She must be rotting...
Thank you. And you shouldn't believe...
As if you could say anything else.
Гениально. Я вешаю листовки, чтобы скомпрометировать власть. И получаю пиздюлей. Хорошо, хорошо. Тук-тук, блять, кто в теремочке живет?
Hello. I'm the bastard murderer from your posters.
Oh, Your Excellency. I'm not responsible for the content of those posters. I had no choice but to stick them up. In a sense, the guard's arrest protected me, but my partner is under lock and key and guarded by armed men who bear the DeVesp livery. They are responsible. They forced me to stick these posters up all around town. They threatened to kill my partner. If you don't stop them, they will kill him. I beg you, free him.
I believe you, and I will free your friend if I can. Do you know where the other posters are? I must destroy this nonsense before it creates a riot.
No, they only gave me one stack of them. They certainly have more, but I don't know where they're hiding the rest. The men who are holding him must know.
Very well. I have no other choice but to free him. Where is he being held?
Behind the barracks, along the docks. Please, hurry!
Ну ладно, они оказались хитрее. Я думал, это реально одна из этих будет. Что-то я слишком на них подумал, что они глупые. Бля, расспросить забыл. Ну ладно, что поделать.
Thank you for freeing me from those murderers' clutches. Do you know where my friend is?
She sent me to rescue you. She was imprisoned. The presence of these men will prove that she had no intention of causing an insurrection.
Oh, you've taken a great weight off my shoulders.
I must destroy the rest of those posters.
Well, I spoke of having a reserve just outside of town, in a small hut.
Thank you. And try to avoid the Devesps in the future.
Какой же конченый, да, у них клан, вот этот Девесп.
Oh, it's you, Onomenawi! Come and see! I'll receive beautiful things from our village.
I say those posters tell the truth. We should demand a new governor. And this one should be sent.
Что он нам говорит, что он пожрет говна, но поверит во все, что написано? Ну ладно. Они вот все с ядами, кстати, я заметил, такие, знаешь, пацаны. Эти стражники. Кстати, короля воина одеяние. Я уже и забыл. Сильно. Теперь у меня хороший броник.
Desade, you see...
As you may have heard, the Devesp family has sent a delegation to the island.
Ah, most curious. And very worrying indeed.
You read my mind. Knowledge
Красивая,
is
кстати,
power.
броня.
I need all the information you've got. What can you tell me about this family?
Well, the House of Vesp has a very long history. They gained then commerce and close ties with Teleme saw them rise. However, their lust for power is boundless. And it's no secret they wish to reign over... No luck on that front so far, naturally. Their ambitions have always been curbed by the Dorsays, along with Serene's...
Quite the history, then.
They're more ambitious than ever. When the Malicor epidemic hit Serene as hard as it did, they attempted a series of maneuvers to oust your uncle from the council. However, I don't think they've given up. And if they've come all the way here, it should... Was there anything else you wish to ask?
Чебать они коварные ублюдки.
Do you know anything in particular about the prince's daughter?
She's a young woman, about your age. Very beautiful, so they say. Despite her age, she's already endured her fair share of tragedy. Her husband, what's more, Aurelia's older brother Octave de Vespe is rumored to be the one behind it. And I don't... That said, don't be fooled into thinking she's but a tragic, defenseless young widow. I have no doubt she'll be a formidable opponent. Was there anything else you...
Относитесь к ней как к врагу. Да уже.
Given this family's reputation, what's stopping us from arresting them on...
What, without evidence? That would do no good to your uncle's reputation and his position. I'm sure your cousin would delight in watching him squirm. But the Dorsey family could never recover from such a situation. If you arrest her without evidence, the council would be forced to intervene. And that is exactly... No, you must play along for now, but be extremely vigilant. Look out for poison. Their other weapon is compromising information, which they store in special chests without keyholes. It is said that Peren's River is riddled with the bodies of their enemies. Was there anything else?
I recovered some documents that Aurelia intended to use against us.
Let me see. I'm afraid, however, this letter from Julia d'Orsay, Constantine's mother, is genuine. It caused him more harm than good, and he was but a child when his brother was killed. But the implication that he's not the prince's son, you know them both. And you know how much Constantine looks like. As for these documents about your mother, poor Livy would never have deceived your father.
It's all right. I know. I'm a native of Tir-Fredie. My real mother was a Denegad of the... So in a way, all this is both true and completely false. I'm not General...
I wasn't aware you knew. It's true you were adopted, and though...
That's an understatement. The poor child was ripped from their real...
Petrus, my mother Livy was not responsible, and you know it.
In any case, I doubt that this information could truly be used against you. The revelations about... But since you recovered the evidence, we needn't worry about it being used against us. Providing...
I believe so. What do you make of the marriage contract?
Well, the writing is that of a court clerk. But their handwriting all looks the same. It would be difficult to tell if it was true. As for the seal, well, I'm almost certain that it is a forgery. That being said, without the seal itself, you'd be... If we denounce this contract without evidence, everyone will say that it's...
In that case, I need to find that seal. Let's hope Aurelia...
I'd wager she did. She may want to use it. If you want to find it, you'll have to get her away from her camp to have a...
As I'm supposed to be organizing the princess's arrival, Lady Morange can... Thank you, sir.
Was there anything else you...
I found some notes which were lost by Professor Serafedin. His
Investigating such gigantic...
Indeed.
Oh, poor man. I will make sure I share the works you... This research is fascinating. But some sheets are missing. Keep an eye out for them. Can your old prefect...
The mission you entrusted me with...
Very well. Let's... Good. You have traveled great distances. Keep doing what you... Can your old prefect...
I must be on my...
Goodbye.
By the look on your face, you've already...
Indeed. Aurelia tried to blackmail us. I had to recover evidence she gathered and stop a riot in town she caused by sticking up posters which mocked us. And which depicted you.
And I can assure you
I don't doubt it, madam. However, Sir de Corsilion told me that the seal... that we needed the fake seal itself to prove it and put an end to this.
So, you would like me to get Aurelia de Vesper...
That's the general idea. She did ask us to organize her arrival. Your message...
Don't worry, I know exactly... The young de Vespe may be talented, but I have years of experience. If I may offer some advice, you should question... They must have gleaned some information on our charming princess on such a long journey, and Admiral Cabral should know where they are. You should go and see her. Do you have any other questions?
Goodbye, lady.
Goodbye.
Это с адмирал поговорить сначала. Пусть расскажет, что она узнала интересного.
Greetings, Admiral. I came to see you as I seek information. Since they landed on this island, they haven't ceased their efforts to undermine our city, and since they traveled on your ships for several months, I thought you and your men...
We don't make a habit of revealing information about our passengers. Since we got here, part of our ship's crew, those who were in contact with the Devest, the rest of the crew, the ones who steered the ship, are here. I would be very grateful if you find them alive. I will not object to them telling you everything they know. Quite the opposite. One thing is certain. The Devesps will never...
Rest assured, I'll do my best to find them.
Goodbye.
Пиздец они, конечно.
I need to be going.
Змея, конечно, змея. Куда корабль Новатов, блядь, делся? Не корабль, ладно, хуй с ним, не корабль. Куда, блядь, команда делась? Пол команды нет. Шо, блядь?
Karans, now that we've recovered the documents which speak of us, can we... There are enough Renaigze here. We can do without the worst. Anything else?
I'm asleep.
May the enlightened protect me in this battle.
Ой, блядь, курва. Ай, блядь, это враг был? Мне пока больше интересно даже не лагерь обыскать, а пропавших новатов найти. Лагерь-то хер с ним мы обыщем. Что с новатами случилось? Неужели они их убили? Да, зачем? Сука. Да пошли, пошли. Соберем людей в круг. Пошел нахуй. Ай, блядь, курва, увернуться не смог. Блядь, хуй соберешь, они на пацанов отвлекаются. Сжать, пока пацанов убьют. Блядь, не тот лагерь. Лагерь руин. Пиздец, не больно дамажит, то есть я даже в хорошей броне за один удар больше половины хп теряю. Будьте живучие. Допустим. Ключ от камеры новатов. Значит, их просто взяли в плен. Но для чего? По данным архива Телема. Представительница Корнелия. Принадлежность к состоятельной религиозной семье определила ее положение о высшей телеменской иерархии. Несмотря на то, что в молодости предстоятельница не отличалась благочестием, наш источник сообщает, что она часто наведалась в злачные места. Судя по всему, вступив в орден, Корнелия научилась скрывать свои увлечения, однако ее слуги сообщили нашим информаторам, что так или иначе причастна к оргиям, имеющим место в Сант-Мутее. Необходимо раздобыть улики и намекнуть настоятельнице, что тайное может стать явным. Наместник Бухтар принадлежит к влиятельной семье, известной как выдающийся математик и философ. Написал несколько книг до того, как поступил на дипломатическую службу и был назначен наместником в колонии Альянса Натир-Фраде. Нашим информаторам не удалось найти сведения о личности наместника, предоставляющие для нас интерес. Судя по всему, он считается честным и миролюбивым человеком, однако у него есть враги, в частности, некий Курнас. Влияние этого человека на континенте растет, и он давно мечтает занять место Бураха. Мы поможем ему в этом после того, как Курнас станет наместником. Бураха отзовут Вальсад. А до тех пор мы можем оказывать поддержку местным повстанцам. Это будет достаточно, чтобы отвлечь внимание наместника.
Can you imagine the kind of harm the Devesps could do with this information? It's not all true, of course, but it's quite enough to spread doubt and create tension just as they did in New Serene. These people are worse than the Malachor. We must stop them at all costs.
Да, опасные ребята.
Hey, is someone here? We need help. Help!
thank you immensely for having freed us.
They already killed one of the men by giving him some kind of...
Yes, Aurelia de Vespe came with a smile on her face and poisoned one of our...
We must go through Aurelia's things. We need to prove that the wedding contract was forged. Did you see or hear anything which could help me while you traveled here?
That woman is very secretive. She isn't the kind of person who speaks...
I served her in her cabin. Every time I came in, she slipped the document she was reading or writing. However, one day I heard her talking. She told him that with all the information they had gathered, they would eat. She clearly spoke of bringing the other governors to their knees with the information she had.
She probably kept us locked up here because she knew that we had heard her plan.
That's undoubtedly true. Thank you for this information.
Yes. Don't worry. We'll soon be back on our ship.
Бля, вот этот лежит третий. Жалко, конечно.
Protect me in this battle.
Изи. Новатов, которые с нами общались во время плавания, заприте в подвале под руинами на юге. Они видели слишком много, кроме того, удерживайте заложников, мы сможем шантажировать адмирала в случае необходимости. Гениально. Что ж ты такой сильный-то, блядь? Все, больше ничего тут нет такого. Опа, фальшивая печатка. И дневник Орлеи. Я надеялась избавиться от Десарта и его спутников. Сейчас чекну, что за достяга такая. Скрытые архивы ДВСП. Скорее всего, найти все эти, да? Да, найти все досье, собранные Орлеей и ДВСП. Я надеялась избавиться от Десарда и его спутников, чтобы лишить Константина поддержки и сломить его дух, но им удалось выжить. Впрочем, мы собрали достаточно сведений, чтобы подчинить себе каждого из них. Однако осуществить мой план будет непросто. Арсей и ДВСП легкая добыча, но авторитет бывшей наместницы и других сторонников правящей семьи все еще велик. Мои запасы яда иссякли, но я собираюсь их пополнить, когда соберу кое-какие растения из леса рядом с лагерем. После того, как я устраню помеху в лице в лице госпожи Маранж, избавиться от прочих не составит труда. Останется лишь назначить своих людей на руководящей должности в городе. Надеюсь, отец будет гордиться, когда узнает. Надо пойти это.
This seal we found was very well made. I must say, the de Vesps excel in the art of deception.
In any case, thanks to this seal, we can prove that the contract was forged. And we can send Miss de Vesp back to the continent.
That may be so, but after seeing what was written in that journal, I'm worried about Lady Morange. We should try to find an antidote. The Donegada in this region should be able to help us. They must know about all the plants.
Это очень разумная мысль с ее стороны. Я вот не помню, лагерь мы здесь какой-то находили, да? Ага. Как меня бесит немножко эта территория, блядь. Здесь такая конченая карта. Именно в плане ландшафта. Ой, блядь. Тут не пройти, да? Конечно, не пройти. А, там был какой-то лагерь, да, но он был не заселен никем. Точно. Надо было, кстати, телепортнуться сюда, в лагерь. Быстрее было бы, ну ладно.
Oi, Onol Manawi.
Hello.
Burtirtumat.
Burtirtumat, Donne.
Burtirtumat, Siora. I've heard people talking about you in the village, and Dunkas respects you, so...
What is it?
This land has been sacred for generations, and only the Donegader of our clan...
This is where he spilled the burning blood of the land to destroy our enemies.
It is madness to come back here, especially for Renaikse. You must leave and take all...
Do not fret. I intend to ensure that they don't stay long. Neither here nor...
I hope so, Honor Manawi. Because we can already feel the anger rising up.
And these Renaikse don't understand. No sooner had the ones in black arrived from the sea than others came.
I promise that these lands will soon...
Do you have anything else?
You said that this region was sacred. Could you tell me?
Of course. It is good for the knowledge of ancient times to be available to all. Teka, tell the story.
A long time ago, as I'm sure you already know, the people of the sea, they built houses here and began when our kings and queens went to pray in the heart of the island. And his anger was such that his heart caught fire. And the long-bred people of the sea were destroyed here in but a moment.
Since that day, us Beregnodas have watched. Do you have anything else?
Yes, I actually need your help. I'm sure you know. Do you know of any that are poisonous? The leader of those who came here plans to.
It's true that the leader left the camp at one point.
If it was poisonous plants she was after, I'm sure it's a slow but horrible poison, which causes a great deal of suffering.
You're in luck. We have a small bottle. Anyone who...
Thank you. I'm in...
Do you have anything else to ask us?
Thanks again.
وأولا سيج أنا المناوي.
مال النبي. Ничего, не уйдут. Они много кому не нравятся. Блин, ну броня красивая. Ничего не скажешь.
Thank you. Thank you for saving me. I never imagined the Defesps would go so far. She tried to poison me.
Don't mention it. The Doneigada of the Dunkas clan should also be thanked, my lady. They gave us the antidote.
May they be blessed. I'll send them a present to thank them. But you should go straight to the palace. Aurelia de Vesp was headed there. I'm afraid...
I'll go there right away.
Интересно, они обидятся, если я ее убью? А вы что, пацаны, стоите, блядь? Там замок захватывает. Да дува.
On behalf of Governor Constantine d'Orsay, you are under arrest.
Oh, really? Hardly surprising. Typical of the d'Orsay family's underhanded methods. On what grounds, might I ask?
Firstly, for fraud and forgery. The wedding contract you gave us is fake.
Your lies are as dismal as they are desperate. The contract bears the seals of both my father and your prince. Is he trying to back out? Or has his idiot son simply decided to disobey him?
Neither. The d'Orsay seal upon this contract is forged, and I can prove it. Here. This is what was used to seal the contract. A cleverly made counterfeit we found in your camp.
That seal proves nothing. You probably made it yourself to undermine me. That contract could not be more authentic. The same, however, cannot be said of your noble lineage.
The second charge made against you is the attempted murder of Lady Morange. Are you also going to deny that your men attacked her?
This is a very serious accusation. I assure you that I had no knowledge of any attack on the former governor. And if an attack did indeed take place, I am certainly not the one responsible.
Is that so? Then why does this journal, written in your handwriting, say that you wish to rid your city of all d'Orsay sympathizers? And that you'd found the perfect poison to do the deed in the forest surrounding your camp? Thankfully for Lady Morange, the Doneigada living in the region gave us an antidote.
A journal only conveys thoughts, not facts. Don't tell me you've never wished for someone's death without actually acting on those thoughts. And more to the point, who's to say that journal's genuine in the first place? Your so-called evidence, Mr. de Sade, is but lie after lie.
Lastly, you are accused of having sequestered and murdered the Nauts who brought you to this island.
Another baseless accusation. I don't know how you could possibly prove my involvement.
As it happens, we freed the survivors, and they are very willing to testify against you. For all the charges set against you, you are under arrest.
The Malachor upon you, Desade. I greatly underestimated you. How wrong I was. I should have courted you and made you my ally. Together we would have been unstoppable. Very well. What are you going to do with me?
Казнь.
You'll be imprisoned here while we wait for the Congregation Council's ruling. Go on. Lock her up.
Сука, казнь.
The De Vesps would have tried to impose themselves to the bitter end. It's fantastic that you gathered all this evidence. We won't have a ruling from the Council for months. Years, even. But I'm sure the De Vesps will pay a heavy price for Aurelia's folly, and the D'Orsay family will emerge greater than ever. Anyway, you should destroy the documents you found. Nobody else should ever get hold of them.
You're right. I'm going to burn them all right now, just to be on the safe side. Goodbye, sir. Thank you for your help.
I merely gave you guidance. That is my role. See you later.
Рапира, тяжелый камзол. Нихуя да надо. Рапирка слабенькая, кажется. Че по камзолу? Тоже фуфло. Ну, кого-то из моих одеть можно, а так, типа, фуфло ебаное. Ну, тебя, допустим.
All that's left is to destroy the evidence the De Vesps collected about us.
Да хуй тут думать.
And with it, the web of lies cast upon my friends.
Greenblood, my friend. It was a close call for Lady Morange. Thank God. I have to say, I'm only half relieved that the Viper is behind bars. That kind of snake. But it will certainly make your uncle's task easier. I just hope that cursed... Anything else?
I must leave you.
Glad to see you, my friend. Lady Morange had a very close call. She went as far as hurting my own
She will not make that mistake. Now she's rotting away in jail. I hope your council will condemn. Did you want anything else?
I must leave you.
Desade, I'm happy to... At last. I hope that it would be painful to have to deal with. Still, Aurelia de Vespe is under lock. Anything else?
I must leave you.
I'm glad we made it in time to save Lorene. Lady Morange. She's a remarkable, and I'm pleased to see that you've managed to gather enough evidence to send her. The de Vesps won't soon recover from an attempted murder and falsification charge. That should keep them at bay for...
I'll see you.
Take care, my...
Carans, I'm glad we managed to save Lady Morange. But I can't understand why you decided to simply lock this Aurelia. Anything else?
I must leave you.
Ну, давай по очереди. Че, пойдем разговаривать с пацанами. Что закружило. Прикольно. У меня такой не было. Возьму-ка я эту. Посмотрю. У меня там снижа. Выносливость 4. Не смогу одеть ее. Наверное, тогда. Так, ладно, надо избавиться от лишнего хлама. Так, там взлом наука. Ремесло, допустим, могу сделать. Переделаю, ладно, ничего страшного будет у меня. Три 900 почти. Покупать я пока ничего не вижу интересного здесь. Блять, не вижу. Покажи мне плащ. Черненький. О, нормально. Пойдет, пойдет.
What do you seek?
I am in need of your help, Deirdre.
You have done great deeds for the Senja Dananedas.
I seek Vinbar, your High King. I know you are among... Do you know where he can be found?
The last time that I saw him, we were united in... We needed to decide what to do about you. The Ulan spoke about all we could supposedly learn from you, and Donka spoke of maintaining a balance so nothing would change, and Vinbar remained unconvinced. He did not like you, but he feared. He decided to go to the heart of the oil. In order to hear the count, he told us that this retreat from the world would take time.
He is still there?
No. That was a very long time ago. Speak to those close to him, wherever he has chosen to disappear.
Thank you, Deirdre.
Beard Tirtomad.
Hello. I'm sorry, but I do not...
Really? Then you are a Renaigse. I have never met. Might I do something?
I am looking to find Vinbar, the High King of Tyr. He disappeared after visiting the heart of the island.
You should speak with Sarah.
Where might I find her?
I do not know. She left the... Anything else?
Goodbye.
What hour and second?
Бабка все знает. А, это
It
девчонка.
is rare to see Ren. Is there something...
I'm looking for High King Vinbar, but someone here in...
If anyone knows, it would be anything else.
Would you know where I could...
She left to follow Vinbar. She wanted the mountains to...
What do you mean?
We don't know if Ren, our High King, is on Olmenau. His bond with the mountain is very strong. Even Sarah knew that the mountain would take him. She went to attempt to bond herself to it. We haven't seen her since. Anything...
Where is this cavern of knowledge located?
We don't know. The caverns of knowledge. Anything...
Thank you for...
Might I do?
I heard talk about a cavern.
It is a place where the Doniga within the earth. They hear the voices of those. There are some on Tiafradi. The closest to... But the entrance is sealed, hidden. It is anything else?
Goodbye.
What hour and second?
It is time to tell us all you know. The sooner you speak, the sooner this will be over with.
We should be discreet if we want to eavesdrop on these people.
She's been enduring this punishment for hours, blow upon blow through gritted teeth.
Truly savage beast we have here.
Do we even know if it speaks our language?
Leave us. You will eventually tell us how you found your way into that grotto. Your defiance is only prolonging the inevitable. You remind me of that rat my master was studying. The creature used all of its fire in an effort to escape. Scratching,
Опять эти уроды, блядь.
refusing to understand that the cage holding it was its only remaining world. It had everything it could ever need, but it wouldn't stop looking for a way out. Even though its fate was now sealed to serve science. Its animal instinct drove it to flee. It had strangled itself between the bars of its own cage in a final futile attempt to escape. It was an enormous beast and very clever. If it had simply relented, it could have lived peacefully for many years. Instead of that,
Уже можно эти пизды давать?
These monsters are torturing her. Come, we must set her free.
Ладно, пацаны, давайте вот разок я захожу.
But I recognize this face. Lord de Sardet. What a pleasure.
These people are monsters. They're just tortured.
I'm sure that they will explain what pushes...
believe me, we would never have reached such extremities if she had... You see, we have been studying these beings that show, like you, such... We call them metamorphs. But the natives call... And we seek to learn through what process they metamorphosize. The savages hide all of their knowledge within them. And certainly, we discovered one here. But this woman, she knows how to enter. To know we are so close to understanding such... Let's just say it has...
It's extremely regrettable. Free her.
She won't tell you anything. Let us...
Lord de Sardet has us, but he understands the price of knowledge. As proof, he spared my life.
Have you already forgotten all that you owe me? Without me, you would all be locked away in deranged jails or likely even dead. I took you for sages and doctors, but you are nothing more than a gang of skin flayers. You have made me regret my actions.
It is true that we indeed owe you our lives, but... all this knowledge...
No knowledge justifies treating...
Free her now!
Я думал, просто зайду, убью их, ну ладно.
How are you feeling?
Один случайно умер, получается.
Those Renaigse are absolute monsters. But who are you? You too are a Renaigse.
We were told at Wen Shavar that you and you alone could tell us...
I wish I knew where he was right now. I waited a long time and then I came...
You believe this is where he's hiding?
No. But he came here often before you saved me. And so I must help you. The Cave of Knowledge is a bit further north.
Битый, сука. знание пытками реально нельзя. Ну, блядь, ну это же глупо.
Here is the entrance to the Cavern of Knowledge. I hope that Vinbar has left a clue to where he went.
Is it your wish to join him?
He is my Manundanem. That means the one who shares my mind, and we must be reunited.
I understand. But why?
The Caverns of Knowledge are truly sacred places.
But you're not a Donegad. Is that right?
I am not. But I must enter in spite of everything. Even if I am not sure I can trust you. Remind yourself that this honor is immense.
Put your fears to rest. How do we enter?
Allow me. I have seen...
This fresco is still fresh. It must have been painted recently. It's of a crowned man. Vinbar, no doubt. It looks as if he's walking through the skies towards the volcano. A face has been painted on the volcano.
The spirit of the mountain.
Я помню, тысячеликий, да.
Vinbar has readied himself to join Enon Milfrichtemen.
Was that why you came in here? To confirm that supposition?
To understand, yes. As the years passed, my Minundanem grew more and more distant to me.
Демон мог захватить его сознание.
It was due to his status and the invasion of the Renaikse. But now I see that he was hearing the call of Enon Milfrichtemen. He had no choice but to answer it. Oh,
Vinbar, почему ты скрыл это от меня? А там чё? Там тупичок, ясно. Ладно, идем.
These paintings are older. This looks like it represents a man who transforms himself into some kind of...
He is a Donegad, becoming a Nadaig Meneman. Vinbar was also bound to the mountain. It is not...
If I understand correctly, the Donegad are metamorphed differently according to the...
Yes. The Sinolmenawi bind them, but how could a guardian of the plains resemble a guardian of the mountains?
Do you believe that Vinbar is readying himself to undergo this transformation? I thought it was a very slow process.
For some, it takes years. At least this is what for others. It might take place the very moment where the Donegad surrenders.
А, то есть хранители это Донегады превращенные.
To bid him farewell.
Интересно.
Given how well hidden this seed was, it must open an important passage. All we have to do is find out which.
Я знаю где, в вулкане. Где она может быть еще? Единственная дверь, которую я знаю, закрыта еще.
This mural is also ancient. It seems to show a doorway into the mountain. This door appears to be in front of a circle of stone. There are 2 altars and 2 seeds.
The Donegada seal certain sacred places.
Yes, I've run into similar barriers. But here, there are 2 that seem to be different. For one, the flower motifs seem to indicate...
This is possible. The caverns of knowledge. This painting must teach the younger how to reach the sacred place where they will.
In that case, shouldn't there be an illustration of this?
The initiates also learn by listening to their master.
Последняя фреска.
On this one we see a sacred site with raised stones. And behind the face of the volcano, we also see the path that leads there. Like some sort of schematic.
This must certainly be the path the young apprentice and the Donegada that are.
Do you recognize the place?
I think so. It looks like the grove.
With all that we've learned from studying these paintings, we should be. I just hope there's still enough of him left, and that Constantine is with him.
Who is Constantine? I thought you.
I seek them both. I had hoped that Vinbar would help me enter the sanctuary, but I learned from the Tierna Hak Kadactus that he took my.
The Tierna told you this? And so you seek to avenge him?
No. Only to save my cousin and try to understand.
None of what you say makes sense. Why would Vinbar take your cousin? My head spins. I need to breathe freshly.
Please, go ahead.
Sarah is upset, and I don't think that she trusts us. We should hurry and catch up to her.
I shouldn't have told her about Constantine. She must have thought we wanted to kill her husband.
Запечатала нас, серьезно.
Sarah has put us in a very tricky situation.
She did not want us to find Vinbar. Come, these caves often have several exits.
Какой же она гений. Я, говорит, пойду подышу. Пойдем пообщаемся с ней, или она уже ушла? Гениальные ловушки. Это типа, если мы вдруг дверь сломаем, или чтобы никто к этим дверям не смог подойти и открыть нас. Никогда. Яри.
These traps weren't here when we went through with Sarah earlier.
She must have set them to make sure that we wouldn't be able to follow her.
Let's hurry and find this passage to the northern mountain before she decides to come and fight us directly.
И наверх.
This is the place which was depicted on the mural in the Cave of Knowledge. Finbar must have hidden the passage to the sanctuary.
Невидимыми текстурами он замаскировал его.
Protect me in this battle!
Это мы каким-то другим путем к этому пройдем. К вулкану. Да, кажется, есть этот малый. Что-то там, где нужно еще один этот поставить.
Bloodied feathers. May the enlightened preserve us. They are enormous. What manner of bird could have lost?
Looks like Vinbar must have begun. He will soon become a guardian of them. If we want to have any chance of saving
Ох. Мы уже сражались с такой птицей на арене. Ну, это она же, скорее всего, будет.
More of these giant feathers. We're on the right trail.
You should not have come all this way, Renaikse. I will not let you near Vimbar.
Sarah, we must see him. We don't. We saved you. Why have you locked us? Why do you now stop us from passing?
In spite of your friendship with these monsters, you helped me. I taught, but I learned looking at the paintings that Vinbar has heard the calling, and even if it breaks my heart, he has done what no one must stop him. I am his Minundanem. It is now.
His path led him to kill Katasach, and now he holds my cousin. I'm sorry, Sarah, but no one will keep us.
Eitmo!
А нахуя и... Да? Я уверен, что ее можно было как-то это... Наверное, если бы я тех убил, она бы, наверное, не напала. Типа она бы благодарила. Ну, как она и сказала, я отблагодарила тебя только потому, что типа меня спас. Ну, он... Ну, сама виновата. Рот ее ебал.
Over there, more feather.
В этих ящиках находятся заказные вами боеприпасы. Предполагаю, что теперь вы сможете убить чудовище, о котором сообщили. С хорошими винтовками намного легче охотиться на крылатых врагов. Удачной охоты.
Found the entrance to the sanctuary. Vinbar must be here, with Constantine, if he's still alive. We need to find a way to get inside quickly. This must be the entrance to Vinbar's sanctuary. But it's obstructed. He knows how to protect his home. A stone altar. Resembles the one that protects the passage to Mev's sanctuary. This must be where I need to place the seed. And here is another altar. Are 2 seeds necessary to open the passage? The seed that Sarah was carrying should work.
To think that she gave her life to protect the one she loved.
Now that we have both seeds, the ritual should work.
Как далеко бежать? Осталось буквально пару записок и пару мест. То есть, грубо говоря, игра-то уже почти, скорее всего, пройдена. Главное, чтобы это не был финальный квест. Хотя еще же надо найти все-таки от Малихора лекарства. Че с ним?
King Vinbar, why? Constantine didn't do anything. He has never sought to wrong your people in any way.
Like a worm he burrows. You are so naive. You cannot see with my eyes. Enol Milfrichtimin saw the wound. From atop the volcano, he warned me of the danger. Fed by bitterness, driven by desire, taking without giving. He will be the end of us all.
You have gone completely mad.
Take it. You are too blind, too Renaikse to understand.
Leave him.
Хуя. Что?
I cannot. Oh, source of light.
Free him. Damn it.
Ну теперь он больше похож на босса. Что, на хуйню с мечом? Ай, блядь. Отойди. Ай, блядь, курва.
Constantine! Wake up, please! I beg you! Hang on. We're bringing you home to get you healed.
Ну, ему уже хуёво.
Three days have passed since we returned. I need to go to the palace to see if Constantine has finally awoken.
You should get some rest. You're not being reasonable.
To hell with reason. I've rested long, and I'm well enough.
You've just barely woken
Да
from a stupor
ладно.
that had
А
you on
вот
death's
что значит, он соединил его душу.
affairs of state can certainly wait another day.
Thank you, my lady, but I am amazingly well. You can take leave of me with no fear, I assure you.
He just escaped a deathly sleep, and here he is ready to conquer the world. Your cousin is exasperating.
What now? Are you going to scold me as well?
No. I'm just relieved to see you're still alive.
I'm quite relieved myself, actually. Thank you, cousin. Without you, I would be dead thrice, wouldn't I? Or is it the fourth time? If we start counting the time you stopped me from climbing the ramparts of Serene, we'd be up to 5 times now.
It's unbelievable. You feel no pain whatsoever. And your complexion.
I haven't even taken a look at myself. Is the improvement visible?
I wouldn't go that far. How is it that... What happened?
Don't make that face. It's merely a major miracle. Come on now. I'm gonna tell you everything. We have been waiting for your return. I knew you would do everything in your power. I have always trusted you. But Katasak feared that I would not hold on long enough. He spoke to me about a ritual that would help me. I was excited about it, and in spite of all that has happened, I don't regret following him. We went to the ancient site, a place full of magic. I followed his instructions, and all of a sudden, what an incredible sensation. I felt better than I have ever felt, cousin. Alas, we had very little time to celebrate. Cries came to our ears, and beasts jumped all over us. We fled for a while, as other soldiers fought through, creating a path to join us. But I can see from your face that you know this already.
Indeed. Once on the ritual site, I followed your tracks and deduced what had happened. It seems that Vinbar was targeting you specifically.
I was still very weak, and most of the time he whispered in his... It seemed that he was speaking to someone and following his... But there was no one other than us, cousin. The crazy madman must have been hearing...
Do you have any idea why he didn't kill you like the other?
No, not really. He spoke about isolating me from the world, that I couldn't return to the Earth. But aren't you happy that he let me live?
Don't speak foolishly, of course. I just... Tell me more about this ritual.
It is, I think, a ritual that the Donegada practice to bind...
Donegada? Katasak taught you their language?
Just a few words. He wanted me to learn, to understand, but we had so little... So we visited this infamous site, where he... What ceremony? I had to cut my hand in front of a gigantic beast came, and started circling around me. It was incredible. Like a wave came through me, as if the power of the island was running through my veins. And now I am Onol Manawi,
Like you. Even if the Malachor left me a few of its marks. But you had to encounter the god of the island, didn't you? How was...
Yes, I passed a trial for that. But the only one who could guide me to...
Oh no.
And yes, only the High King can open the sanctuary according... I have no choice but to return to see him. I'm certain they are going to name a successor. Constantine,
my dear cousin.
You told me that during the ritual with Katasach...
It's true. And it was an incredible feeling. I could see everything, feel everything, and
You still feel that way?
Yes. But in the first time, it was surreal and perfect.
The first time?
The first time it happened. Now it's as if I've become... you.
I must take...
Take care.
Что скажешь?
Karans, do you need something?
I must...
Интересно, интересно. Так, еще раз. Мне осталось... А, все-таки это была не записка? Или мне нужно было больше? Осталось 3 записки. И 2 лагеря. Два лагеря и 3 записки. Угу. А, точно, на мишень ловушки не действует. А я иду, их что-то обезвреживаю. Бля, где проход? Где дивизия? Ну, так и думал, что это просто нычка какая-то. Вряд ли здесь есть проход. Ну да. Было бы очень легко. А сюда, скорее всего, меня пока просто не пропускает что-то. Либо сюда, знаешь, какой-нибудь лестницы не хватает, веревки, блядь. Ладно, зато мы убедились, что здесь просто чего-то не хватает. Поэтому идем все по основному сюжету, не паримся. Так как мы ничего сами сделать тут не сможем. Интересно, они могут избрать меня новым королем?
Good day, Glendan.
Beort Tirtomat, Karans of Katasach. We learned of his death.
Alas, his was not the... Your High King, Vinbar, is also dead. He was taken by folly. He went away into his mountains after killing Katasa. Nothing I could say would allow him to...
Are you telling me that you were the one who killed Tonsidak? What happened?
I'm sorry, but your High King did not leave me any choice. He was at the point of... He was becoming a guardian, a Nardaig. Perhaps it...
I believe you. You have sufficiently proven your friendship. But something is... Why would Vinbar have done such a thing? His offering to Tiafra...
You know that I wish to see Enon Mil Frictaman, and he was the only one with the power. I would not have caused his death voluntarily. Believe me, I'm just as sorry as you.
Andevosht Tire. We will celebrate his memory as well of Duladnit, Katasak, and Nawar, but in spite of our mourning. We must, the children of Tiafradi cannot remain without a guide. All the more so, I will notify the Mal of all the clans, so that they may know to travel here.
Who has a chance of being elected?
Deirdre is powerful, and many clans would follow her. The wisdom of Dunkas will also... And there is also Ulan, a clever fox who is very capable of convincing the entire...
Deirdre, Dunkas, and Ulan.
I suppose.
Who will win the vote in...
I don't know. It is possible that some amazing feat places one of the Mal above the... If Blagnid had been victorious, she would certainly have won this...
Is there anyone else among those presenting themselves?
Do not take me for someone born last summer. You want to... But you shall fail this time. And you must go before the one... Can I do anything?
I must leave. Goodbye.
Ну, еще пока рано. У меня ж 8:30 сегодня. Пока покоряем остров. Не, они так не получится.
What do you seek?
I am the bearer of bad news. Your High King Vinbar is dead.
Dead? And the first Tire. But he was plunged into doubt by your arrival.
Glendan told me that you would be one of those key.
That's true. If Bloodmead was still here, I would have given her my vote. But since she's no longer with us, I must obtain the drive away the Renaigse and take back our island.
Will you drive us away too?
We will drive away the Renaigse. You are Onol Minawi. You will have to pick us.
I see. If you were to allow me to meet Enon, only he can help us cure the malady.
Why should you be preoccupied with a disease?
I have my own reason, but you should know this is the best way for the Renaigse to leave the island of their own.
You have helped my people. You are our cat. Once I am the High Queen, I will leave.
You seem certain you will obtain
Those who covet victory must do everything they can. The old kings wore a legendary crown, which was lost during... Whoever were to retrieve it would be...
And you know where it is?
I believe it is located in the Tomb of the Kings. I do not know exactly where it is, and that the entrance is marked by a... Do not worry. I will find this place.
If I want to be certain of the outcome of this vote...
Anything more?
I need to be going.
What will I say?
Now we have earned the trust of one of the pretenders. We just need to find that crown.
Are you certain you are willing to influence the fate of all my people to meet Enon Milfrichtman?
I understand that you might find this idea unpleasant, but the survival of the whole continent relies on this encounter, Siora.
It is my feeling that you do not understand the consequences of such a decision. Everyone on the island will listen to the words of a High King.
It may be wise to make sure your pretender's intentions are compatible with you. And if it's not the case, to find another. We wouldn't want to be the architects of a future we don't like, would we?
You're right. It's a decision that's more important than our quest for an antidote. I must dwell on it.
Так, хорошо. Ее намерение я понял. Она хочет нас изгнать. И нахую вертела всех. Теперь я хочу узнать намерения других. Допустим, вот этого чувака.
Onol Minawi. I heard you met Vad. Anyone who treads that sacred land runs the risk of...
Yes. Your Donegada warned us. When you see Vad, give him my thanks. If it weren't for him, one of my friends...
That is the task of the Donegada. Help.
I'm the bearer of bad news. Vinbar, your High King.
Ande Vostire. We haven't seen him in a long time.
Glendan told me that you would probably be...
I am not looking for power, but Tifradi needs peace and balance. And I fear the other kings may want... The Renaise brought chaos with them, and our island... We cannot change the past. And chasing away, the wound is there. Refusing to acknowledge it is pointless. So if you're worried about my intentions, if I were to be... We must find balance with those from the remote. But for this, we must teach the Renaigse...
I would like to meet Enon Milfrichtman.
Мне нравится.
In order to find an antidote for the disease. If you were elected...
You are a Karants of our clan. And I would be glad to help you meet Enon Milfrichtman. But you should know that my election is...
Would there be a way to make sure...
I do not like the idea of using... The High Kings of old wore a legendary... The one who became the first Guardian is believed to have taken it. If someone were to wear it in these...
And where can I...
In the burial mound of the Hoy... And at its entrance, situated near... It is a deeply holy place. If you do decide to go there...
Now we have earned the trust of one of the pretenders. We just need to find that crown.
Are you certain you are willing to influence the fate of all my people to meet Anon Milfrichtman?
I understand that you might find this idea unpleasant, but the survival of the whole continent relies on this encounter, Siora.
It is my feeling that you do not understand the consequences of such a decision. Everyone on the island will listen to the words of a High King.
It may be wise to make sure your pretender's intentions are compatible with yours. And if it's not the case, to find another. We wouldn't want to be the architects of a future we don't like, would we?
You're right. It's a decision that's more important than our quest for an antidote. I must dwell on it.
Ну, я знаю уже, за кого свой голос отдам, за вот этого чувака. Во-первых, это мой клан, по-моему, если я ни в чем не сомневаюсь, точнее, не ошибаюсь, то этот чувак, Данкас, из моего клана. Что-то я немножко перешел куда-то. Или вот этот с моего клана. Нет, тот, по-моему. Бля, прикинь, не помню. Сейчас я его на вид увижу, посмотрю. Этот крыса с моего клана, да.
I regret to inform you that your High King...
But why have you come to notify me?
Glendan has informed me that you are most...
It is true. I understand that you may be... I seek only to bring peace to our land by creating an alliance with the people of the continent. The lives of our people...
There is something I would like to ask of you. If you were... I would be thankful if you could allow me to meet Henon...
Of course. If I become High King, I would be glad to help you. You are correct. If you really want to make sure that I win...
What is that?
It may only be a legend. The first Guardian would have taken it to the grave.
And where is the first Guardian?
Somewhere not far from the entrance to his bed path that leads to it. But beware. Nadai. Anything else?
Nothing. I'm...
Вот это нас... Вот это клан. Это клан нашей... матери, получается. Сложно-то как. Этот конченый, он нас обманул один раз. Мне он не нравится как лидер. Тот неплохой. И он готов как бы жить в гармонии с людьми. Но только хочет их уважать природу. В этом ничего такого я не вижу.
I'm the bearer of
dead, but
Glendan.
That's true. But since she drive away,
Will you drive us away?
We will drive.
Only...
Why?
But you should...
Ну, точно она не с нами. Ну, типа, нет. Я пропускаю ее, потому что мы уже читали, что она говорила. У нас на выбор два претендента. Тот чувак с нашего клана. И... И чувак более адекватный, как мне кажется, с того клана. Тот мне понравился, тот хороший парень. Мы с ним еще квест как раз с лесопилкой проходили. Как квест называется, кстати, выбором? Давай посмотрим. Эй, блин, чатик закрыл. Ну, не знаю. Все-таки... Ну, баба 100% отпадает. Мне она не нравится. Два варианта. Это вот этот Улан. Наш... С нашего клана. И... Чувак, ну говорю, мне больше все-таки вот этот первый нравится. А с нашего клана он такой конченый. То есть он нас уже разок подставил. Ему доверять сильно. Хоть он типа и пытается там с людьми что-то отношения как-то торговать, да, там вся эта хуйня, но мне кажется, он такой, это крысиный немножечко. Да. Ошибся проходом. Да, чуть-чуть раньше забежал. Ну, короче, как я и думал, скорее всего, отдам вот этому, с которым мы... Как его? Данкас. Ему. Выгонять людей я не хочу с острова, тем более всех все равно не выгонишь. Получается, что кого они не смогут выгнать, они убьют, а это такое. Он сказал, там кто-то защищает вход. А, так подожди, я это же чувака этого убивал уже. Я почти уверен, что этот огромный курган хранит немало сведений о хранителях. Местные старейшины рассказали мне, что за ним лежит огромный скелет. Теперь все мои мысли о том, чтобы исследовать его. Увы, экспедиции придется продолжать без моего верного телохранителя. Во время очередной вылазки его убил... Т-т-т-т. Я позабочусь о том, чтобы вдова получила... Так это читали все. Ты там что, жил, что ли? Не, он отдыхает. Бля, я его в самом начале еще игры. Это самый мой первый босс, по-моему. Да? Ну, не повезло, получается. А я и туда, по-моему, ходил внутрь. Да, было, смотри, вся пещера исследована. Я забраться могу здесь? Нет, скорее всего, он 90... Да. А че я корону не забрал? Кстати, исследовав эту пещеру, я чуть не остался в ней. Я помню, там местечко. Там пацаны вот эти вот были. Эх, сколько воспоминаний. А вы красненькие были все для меня. Эх, были времена. Вот эти черти меня чуть тут не похоронили, следующие. А, нет, вон там. Ну да, все верно. Че, босс сейчас нападет?
What are you doing there?
А, это баба, которая сказала,
Here
это я
lie
найду.
those who fell facing the first invaders, and you dare enter and scatter their bones.
I did not come here with the intention of defiling this place.
No. You came looking for a crown of the High King, hoping to choose the one who will lead us.
Да.
Isn't that what you were looking for as well?
Yes, but I am not a Renaigse. I wish to lead my people to victory, and I have come here seeking something that will make it a certainty. And so, do you plan on keeping it for one of those who is too wise or cowardly to come and get it themselves?
Мудр,
Or will
скорее
you
всего.
give me the crown?
Deirdre is a great warrior. If she reigns, she will unite all of the clans. And with the blessing of Enon Milfrichtem, the people of your island will be chased away from here. Think long on this. If you leave her the crown, she will become the High Queen. You will not be able to change your mind.
If I give you the crown, you shall be named High Queen.
You have already shown to all that you are not like the other, and Fradi does not want to welcome your people. They toy with us. I will unite my people and cast all of the Monisanaig into their ocean. They will go and pillage elsewhere.
You want the crown so you can more easily rid yourself.
If you give it to me, you will become our Karants. And we do not chase away. And also, you are Onol Manawi. You are bonded.
I have come here looking for this crown. Because I must meet Enon Milford.
Are you sure that they are... Very well. It is a very great honor you ask of me. If you give me the crown, I will... You may speak to Enon Mil...
Sorry, Deirdre. I believe someone other than you...
Someone more easily manipulated. Who will obey the orders of the... Too bad. I have come to take...
Oh,
I accept my defeat. Take this crown. I am not worthy to wear it, so it seems.
Что, будет выбор убить ее?
So it seems indeed. We will meet again at Dorhad Genadu. Until then, Deirdre.
Вот эти ребята меня чуть не похоронили тогда в этой пещере. Они просто оказались слишком сильны для меня тогда. Но она сказала, один труслив, другой мудр. Трусливый мы знаем кто. Какой правящий король самый такой адекватный? Сильный, мудрый или трусливый? Я бы отдал предпочтение мудрому. Поэтому мы так и сделаем. Такой, ты не сможешь повлиять на выборы. Ты будешь общаться с тем королем, кого выберем мы. Да, я.
Concerning the crown.
Well, you carry in your hands. The one who wears it will be elected. Have you changed your mind? Or do you seek...
I'm not here to humiliate anyone, but I must be assured that the one who is elected...
I have already promised you this. The choice is...
I need to think some more.
This is true, but be wary.
Да ты.
I went into the tomb. I found the ancient...
And so, you entered into one of our... May this adventure have brought you wisdom, and under this relic is venerated.
Yes, I do. I need to be certain.
I have pledged my honor to help you, and my words are true. You know that I work for a tempering of spirits. But the decision is yours. To the son that was...
Take it. I trust you. In your wisdom, may we be guided towards a peaceful future.
The council has begun to unite. It is time for me to go. Thank you for choosing me. I will do all in my power to bring you what you desire. You have my promise.
Лыбудавит стоит.
Congratulations, Dunkas. I'm certain that you will be a very wise High King. And now, are you ready to keep your promise and take me to meet with Enon Miel Frichteman?
You are burning with the impatience of youth. But without the blessing of Tifradi, my title is... But fret not. How could I be called wise if I went back on the Meet me at the sanctuary's entrance in 2...
Thank you, Dunkas.
Every one of us will be praying during these 2 days for Enon Miel Frichteman. But we don't have to stay here and do nothing.
Да мне заниматься нечем, у меня все квесты выполнены.
There you are, Karats.
How was the encounter?
Enon Miel Frichteman welcomed me like a mother would welcome her child. I will have to meditate on everything he told me and think about it. Now he's waiting for you. I will open. Once you are in the sanctuary, always stay on the right. Those who let doubt take hold of them and turn back.
Выбрать тропу справа и откинуть сомнения.
beacon has returned. The flesh of my earth. You, by simply coming into being, have tangled the strings of destiny of all the other children. I am he they call Enon.
I hail you, Enon Frictim.
A cure for the disease of a distant land. Our veins rot in stagnant water. Our earth, and still it is those same children who can heal the lands. And with that they could be taught by my children. Learn to give back in, but for that, I must survive. I have seen by your side, fed by the venom of intrigues from faraway lands. To save his own life, he stole my strength. And that strength he draws each day a little more from me. And threatens.
I don't understand.
А,
Who are
братья
you
говорит.
talking about?
The one you call Constantine. You must stop him.
That's impossible. How could...
You must leave. Someone has followed your footsteps. My children are waking and tracking. They will attack all foreigners. Flee, or you will be their victims.
I saw a man running out of the sanctuary, and I heard the... Is everything all right? Did you...
Yes. He told me that the Malachor had appeared because of the way the colonials have treated the Earth. It's actually some kind of... And it would be possible to cure it, but I'm not...
Words that come from the heart of the island. If you need help, I would be glad to be of assistance.
Thank you, Dunkus. I suppose...
You haven't told me everything, have you? There appears to be a...
It is true. But it is something
I see. Do not hesitate to...
Goodbye.
Кто приходил? Раз вопрос. Бля, ну если это Константин приходил. Ну, не знаю, блядь. От него можно... Да, блядь, можно избавиться. Похуй, господи. Да, он не виноват, что его соединили с этим. Это же этот соединил, блядь. Катасах. Кто следил за мной? Он?
My dearest cousin, I'm so glad to see you. You are right on time. We have visitors, and your advice would be most welcome. Let me introduce you to the emissaries of the Bridge Alliance and Teleme. Seeing them both in the same room is rather surprising, isn't it? But please, Your Excellencies, explain to us what brought you here.
Sire, I have come to humbly request your help. We have been sustaining terrible attacks.
Really? Are the natives behind this again? Unless it is those traitors of the Guard.
We aren't sure, but it is almost certain that the natives are involved. Governor Burren is hoping that you could send him your cousin. as well as some troops.
It would seem that
Отсоси.
we are in a similar situation, sire. Our city has been sustaining terribly violent assaults, and our losses are great. Our Mother Cardinal is begging you to send her some help as soon as possible.
Dear allies, knowing that you are in such a delicate situation fills me with sorrow. However, the size of our troops has greatly reduced after the horrific attempt at a coup. Regarding sending my cousin, he's already very busy undertaking a mission of the utmost importance, without even mentioning the fact that what you described fills me with fear for his life, which is most precious to me. No, I really don't see how I could be of assistance to you.
Constantine, we cannot remain deaf to the call of our allies. I'm sure I can find time to go and evaluate the situation.
I would love to accompany you, but my people are being wrongfully accused. I am certain of it, and I want to prove it.
Very well, my dear. You know I cannot refuse you anything. But remember how urgent it is for this antidote to be found. We're so close to it now.
А ты откуда
Don't
знаешь?
worry about it. You know how important this mission is to me.
Well, this audience is coming to an end. Your Excellencies, inform your governors of my cousin's arrival. I hope that you realize how grateful you should be to him.
Absolutely, sire. And we thank you both for receiving us.
May the Enlightened always keep you in his divine blessing.
Constantine.
My dear cousin, I'm always happy to see you. What news do you bring?
I finally managed to enter the sanctuary at the heart of the...
How marvelous!
The sanctuary is heavily protected. Only...
I remember you saying that Vimbar's death. How did you fix this problem?
I had to interfere in the natives' elections and earn the trust of the
You really are an outstanding diplomat. My father is an old... Tell me, who did you choose?
Duncus. He's the king of the village of...
I'm certain that you have made the right choice. And then...
I was able to enter the sanctuary. It was an incredible
It had to be. Oh, how I envy you. Entering the most secret place. What does he look like? Is he some kind of very old...
No. In fact, I spoke to...
Fascinating. And I thought that God... Did he tell you where the Malachor was coming from? Is it a curse that he...
No. According to him, by exploiting the earth so much, we have... And the disease has contaminated us through the water that we drink and the...
Strange, and yet it seems plausible.
He says that the earth can be healed, that his children know how to do it. He also said that by healing the earth, we would heal the...
This is a fascinating revelation. It won't be... I'm afraid that even my father might receive it with skepticism.
Yes. Something rather disturbing. He talked about you. He said his existence was in danger because...
Really? But that doesn't make any sense. I never hurt anybody on this. Unlike our neighbors, I have never abducted or tried to convert Island.
I don't think that's what he was...
Cousin, please, you know me. I've made some mistakes. The only person who I put in danger is you. And you know how sorry I am about that.
Yes, I do know.
Forget about it, will you? This god manifestly wants us to pay by sowing the seeds of discord between us. He's probably hoping... Do you realize that you have succeeded where everyone else has failed? The whole... Is there anything you would like to tell me?
I must take my leave.
Take care.
Karans, do you need something?
I'm asleep.
Desade, can I do anything?
I must leave you.
Desade, can I do anything?
I'm under the impression that you've not learned as many things as you wanted by...
That's true. I hope to discover the physics, but instead, I don't know, the links that connects them and the power of... I wonder if this couldn't become another subject for... If I said that in Alsard, people would think I've gone mad, but learning about the natives would allow us to stop being afraid of them.
I must leave you.
Ладно, что тогда на этом закончим. Я так понимаю, следующая должна быть последняя. Решим 2 штурма. Потом, скорее всего, придется избавиться от Константина. И на этом, наверное, игра закончится. Ладно, всем удачи, всем пока.